Hello everybody, and welcome to the Polish Nation Reveal. In this video, we will see all the new Polish cards that are coming to KARDS Legions on May 31st. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. First off is Agency Africa. It is a 2K special Polish order with intel, meaning it reveals 3 cards in the enemy hand. It also has Exile, allowing it to be used in British decks as well. When played, Agency Africa adds to your hand a copy of a random known card in the enemy hand. Agency Africa is a strong order that both reveals and copies cards from your enemy hand, referencing the Polish intelligence network in North Africa during the war. Daring Strike is a standard Polish order that when played deals 2 damage to any target, including the enemy headquarters. Now, 4 credits would be extremely expensive for dealing 2 damage, and that's why Daring Strike's cost is reduced by 1 for each intel card that has been played so far in battle, meaning that it can quickly become a very cheap or possibly free source of damage. First to Fight is a 2K limited Polish order that when played adds an effect to a targeted friendly unit, that when this unit survives combat, add a Legions to your support line. Legions is a Polish infantry unit with no rarity as it can't be added to a deck, only spawned into combat through other orders and units. Legions pack a decent stat line of 2 attack and 2 defense, as well as having guard, but they can become truly scary by virtue of their ability to gain +1/+1 whenever you play a card with intel. Plan West is a 3-credit standard Polish order that adds 2 Legions units to your support line. The Legions units have guard and 2 attack and 2 defense, as well as the ability to gain +1/+1 whenever an intel card is played. Plan West is a powerful order that allows the player to quickly protect their HQ with guard units. It does, however, only guard it with 2 relatively small units, and therefore the defense is likely to suffer losses and ultimately fail. Section 2 is a standard rarity Polish order that costs 2 credit to use. It has Intel 1, meaning it reveals 1 card in the enemy hand, and when played, draws a card, replacing itself in your hand. Section 2 is a cheap order with intel, and therefore plays extremely well with the Legion's infantry unit. It also draws a card to replace itself, giving it a chance to find a home in a wide range of potential decks. Stubborn Defense is a standard rarity Polish countermeasure that activates for 0 credits. If the opponent triggers the countermeasure by attacking one of your units on board, Stubborn Defense is activated and the unit receives +2 defense, possibly allowing it to survive the attack, throwing a wrench into the trading plans of your opponent. Underground State is a limited rarity Polish order with Intel 2, meaning it reveals 2 cards in the enemy hand when played. It costs 4 credits to use and allows the player to send an enemy unit to its owner's hand and adds a Legions unit to your support line. Underground State represents a powerful swing in tempo, removing an enemy unit off the field and adding one of your own. The 16th Tarnobrzeg Regiment is a 5K special Polish infantry unit that operates for 2 credits. It has 4 attack and 7 defense, making it quite a durable unit. In addition, it has a unique ability. Every time the owner of the unit plays a card, utilizing the new intel keyword for Poland, a Legions unit is added to the support line and the player draws a card. The 37mm Bofors Gun is a limited rarity Polish artillery unit that deploys for 3 credits and operates for 1 credit. It offers a respectable stat line of 2 attack and 2 defense, and has the unique ability that when an enemy unit moves into the front line, the Bofors gun deals 1 damage to it. The unit's ability to deal damage to all advancing units can be extremely effective early game against aggressive decks, preventing them from gaining the momentum they need to win the game. The 5th Legions Regiment is a 1-credit standard Polish infantry unit with 1 attack and a healthy 3 defense. It operates for 1 credit and has the powerful ability of gaining +1/+1 whenever it survives combat. The 5th Legions Regiment is a unit designed to see a lot of action and heavy fighting. Establishing the unit early and finding good trades against low attack enemy units can make the 5th Legions Regiment an incredibly effective early game unit. The 7TP is a 2-credit special Polish tank that operates for 1 credit and packs 2 attack and 3 defense. In addition, the 7TP has the ability of drawing a card every time it survives combat with another unit. The 7TP is a tank that trades well into early game units with its 2 attack and 3 defense. This means that it can reliably trade effectively in the early game, while also likely drawing a card. The Battle Mk1 PL is a special Polish bomber unit that costs 4 credits to deploy and 2 credits to operate. It has the Exile keyword and also operates as an exiled British unit, meaning it can be used in British decks without Poland as an ally. The Battle Mk1 PL packs an extremely weak stat line of only 1 attack and 1 defense, but has the extremely powerful ability where the first order the player gives each turn also gives all friendly units on board +1/+1. The PZL P11 is a limited rarity Polish fighter that costs 3 credits to deploy and 1 credit to operate. It has a stat line of 2 attack and 3 defense, making it fairly durable against early game units, and packs the unique ability that your exile cards cost 1 less to a minimum of 1. The PZL therefore synergizes extremely well in decks that play around the exile keyword, utilizing the exiled Polish forces. The PZL-23 KARDS is a special rarity Polish bomber that costs 3 credits to deploy and 2 credits to operate. It has 2 attack and 2 defense, as well as Intel 2, meaning it reveals 2 cards in the enemy hand. The PZL-23 KARDS also has the unique ability that at the end of each turn, a Section 2 is added to your hand, making spying on your opponent an every turn kind of thing. The PZL P7 is a 1-credit standard fighter unit for Poland. It operates at a 1-credit operation cost and packs Blitz, as well as the unique ability of retreating whenever an opponent moves into the front line. This means that when your opponent takes the front line, the PSET-L P7 will retreat to safety into your hand, ready to be deployed and attack the following turn. The Spitfire Mk Vb PL is a Polish fighter unit that costs 6 credits to deploy and 2 credits to operate. It has a handsome stat line at 5 attack and 6 defense, making it a formidable challenger in the backline for any board. But the Spitfire Mk Vb PL doesn't stop there, as on deployment it allows the player to give a friendly infantry unit +1/+1 and guard. The Spitfire Mk Vb PL also comes with the Exile keyword. The I12M PL is a limited rarity Polish bomber unit that costs 4 credits to deploy and 2 credits to operate. It has 3 attack and 3 defense, along with heavy armor 1 and Soviet Exile. It also has the unique ability of giving any friendly unit with heavy armor +1/+1 if it survives combat. This effect is an interesting one and might create new and exciting synergies with Men of Steel, the Soviet order that allows you to add heavy armor to all of your units. The TKS is a 1 credit standard Polish tank that operates for 1 credit. It has a very underwhelming stat line of only 1 attack and 1 defense, but the strength of the TKS lies in its ability to gather intel, as it packs both ambush and intel 3, meaning that when played it will reveal 3 cards in the enemy hand for only 1 credit, giving you the information advantage from early on in the game. The T-34-76 PL is a Polish 4-credit tank unit with 4 attack and 4 defense. The tank has an operation cost of 2 credits and packs both blitz and heavy armor 1. In addition, the T-34-76 PL has the new keyword Exile, referencing the Polish forces that kept fighting after they got forced from Poland. The Sasad Division is a 4-credit special Polish infantry unit. It has 2 attack and 5 defense, making it quite durable. It also packs the unique ability of giving +1 attack to any friendly unit that survives combat while the Sasad Division is on the battlefield. The Sasad Division adds an interesting dynamic to the battlefield, where units that survive combat multiple times become progressively stronger, making the unit very well suited for decks that rely on valuable trading with units to gain control and work their way to victory.